We enter the year of 2003, we're in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and it's not a full pound of the blue stuff, it's a full brand of the blue stuff. Welcome back to Fog Wrestling. Brock Lesnar is bleeding the red stuff though, and it is the 2nd of January 2003. And let's not waste any time, we've got Team Angle getting rammed down our throats, we've got, well, the big show, we've got Bill DeMont, we've got A-Train. They're definitely inserting a lot of boring bastards down our throat, ain't they?
Yeah, the SmackDown 6 seems to be slowly evaporating, and we're getting into the territory of the big man.
The big man. Talking of big men, John Cena comes out. He was recently naked at the Oscars, and somehow this rap was probably worse than that. Even though his raps are alright, B2 going word at the end of it doesn't do anything for me, and soon he'll be a distant memory of WWE. But yeah, Cena's
you talk about a role that literally anybody could fulfill. It's pretty much this B2 role.
B2 role, damn it. But Cena, he takes on Rikishi. He actually wins. There was a lot of blatant interference with B2. Rikishi then chased B2 over the rail and through the crowd while Cena just stands in the ring, continuing his gimmick where every word he says is a rap, which I don't mind, but there's no long-term booking in this, is there?
No, it's not something that,
like when you see
it, get old quick.
When he gets into like 2004 and there's like potential him win the Rumble alongside Benoit, seeing he's cutting promos, like he's not going to be rapping them.
Nah, you couldn't take him serious.
No, you couldn't. We've got Dawn Marie comes out, she says she's going to wear her wedding dress and this is it, and she's not going to wear much tonight. Lingerie, I'm going to date in the nude, the wedding vows, because of course the wedding is tonight. Will Al Wilson make it to the ceremony? Probably not. Stephanie McMahon though confronts Dawn backstage, says you're not getting away with doing that, because if you take it off there's going to be some serious repercussions. Up next, Bill DeMont taking on Chuck Palumbo.
Not quite the same as McMahon saying you're fired, you know? Like,
serious repercussions. Well, hopefully someone fires Bill DeMont and Chuck Palumbo.
Although, would Vince McMahon really fire Dawn Marie if she was naked?
No, but I think he would have fired Al Wilson.
Oh, that's true.
Get your man tits out of here.
I think he needs fired for that segment, but
it was pretty bad. But also, Bill DeMont, Chuck Palumbo, I've said their names about 5 times already. What are they doing with Bill DeMont? Because the guy's got no future, right?
Not Bill DeMont, Bill DeMott.
Bill DeMont, Bill DeMott.
No, Bill DeMott.
Bill DeMott.
Right, that's alright.
I will build your ass on it here, jabroni. This guy's got no future in WWE. No, I don't get. The guy's
could win the Rumble.
Could win the Rumble.
He's on a winning streak. He's building momentum.
He might not win the Rumble though. He will literally just disappear at one stage.
You sure he won't win the Rumble?
I'm pretty sure.
Will he even be in the Rumble?
Probably not, no.
Oh, there you go.
I wouldn't be surprised if he is in the Rumble though, but out of all the people for WCW, right, and this guy is getting pushed like this.
Yeah, I just don't really see the appeal. He just doesn't have it.
I'm not exaggerating here, right? See, from when DDP lost that tag match at SummerSlam 2001, I would actually say Bill DeMont is being pushed way more than DDP did after SummerSlam.
Probably, aye.
Which is actually bizarre and incredible to think, but that's the reality. I mean, it's a throwaway match here. Chuck Palumbo.
You know, it's kind of sad how DDP never really got a big push in WWE after the initial Undertaker thing. And even up to that point, he wasn't really treated like a serious threat to Taker, you know what I mean? He was having to rely on pretty much the entire Invasion roster helping him.
I think that's the problem, though. You come in against Taker, I think there's very few people. I mean, the alliance was pretty weak to begin with. It's like, who could really go toe-to-toe with Taker? I like DDP. They could have booked him a lot better. But at that stage of his career, I think you probably need it like a Goldberg or a Sting to go toe-to-toe with
Plus,
Taker.
keep in mind, I mean, when he came in, was he not like 40-something?
45.
45? We're talking back in an era where if you were anywhere near 40, you were getting ready to retire. I mean, Taker was pretty much ready to retire at that point.
He was.
And he was, what, 37?
Yeah.
Something like that. So, I think DDP was just unfortunate of his age. Had he been younger, then maybe he could have been a bigger star. Because I see no reason why DDP couldn't have at least been pushed like Booker T was.
Yeah.
To be like a credible mid-upper carder, main eventer.
I think he could have been, but
unfortunately, after the whole Invasion thing ended, he was literally just demoted down the card to like European Championship level.
yeah, and then he's literally just disappeared. But speaking of The Undertaker, there's a promo package saying that he will return at the Rumble, but it looks like we're getting the Phenom. But we don't actually get the Phenom, so they must have changed their mind last minute. Talking of phenomenal, we've got Billy Kidman, and he produces the best thing he's done in the history of his career, with an impersonation of Al Wilson and Dawn Marie. And it's pretty sad that is the best thing he's done in my eyes.
Well, at least he didn't impersonate Al Wilson by having a massive boner, because that would have just been Too many.
Too many on this show of boners. But you know what? This is actually a pretty good impersonation. I can't really do it justice. Can you do it justice?
No, so we're just gonna move on. But if you want to see Billy Kidman produce the best work of his career, then check out this edition
I
of
do,
SmackDown.
Dan. I do.
Tori was giggling. I mean, is Billy Kidman ever going to get with Tori Wilson? That seems to be what he wants. He's trying to laugh his way into her pants at the moment. The pants are staying on, but Dawn Marie's pants might be coming off. So maybe
a different Wilson's pants might be coming
off. Maybe Billy Kidman should direct his humour at somebody else. We get an interview with Josh Matthews and Kurt Angle and Team Angle, and they are preparing for the Royal Rumble. And tonight they're gonna take down Benoit. Kurt talks about wrestling and how Haas and Benjamin are the top of their game. Blah blah blah. I always thought Team Angle were overrated, to be honest.
They're boring. At this stage of the game, you can just tell, right, that we're bringing in these guys. These are wrestlers, not sports entertainers. I mean, I actually like Shelton Benjamin. I don't mind Haas, but these guys are getting brought in, and Angle's trying to speak them up here, talk them up as if they're like the next Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar was one of a kind. He had all the same attributes as these guys, but look at Brock. He looks different. These two guys are two Diddy men. They're there just to take pins off Benoit and Brock.
Pretty much. That's it. Non-title match: Billy Kidman versus Eddie Guerrero. Eddie Guerrero sporting a new haircut. I thought the rap though from Cena earlier was great.
Yeah, in this match it was, "You're a spick, run across the border." All that good stuff. All those racial stereotypes there for Big Match John. Fantastic. But Chavo Guerrero and B2. Could you imagine how much worse this match would be if Chavo Guerrero and it was him against B2?
Jesus Christ, I couldn't. But anyway, Billy Kidman won, and I was kind of surprised here. Didn't expect Billy Kidman to get the win, but he did. We got a brawl. Basically, Eddie Guerrero, Chavo Guerrero, Cena and B2. I guess their rivalry will come to an end somewhere. Don't think it happens at the Rumble though.
No.
Will there be a tag team title shot for Cena and B2 in the near future? Maybe. It could happen.
But see, for Eddie Guerrero, he shaved his hair, man. He just looks like Chavo. I think when he grows out a wee bit more in like 04, 05, it looks so much better, but looking like Chavo's not a good thing to have at this stage of your career.
No, definitely not. Up next, we got the wedding, Dawn Marie and Al Wilson. Dawn Marie says that she's been told that she cannot strip down to the nude, so she basically takes off what she can. She's like in her underwear. But then she says Stephanie McMahon said nothing about Al Wilson stripping down to the nude. So then she starts taking his clothes off and like, what the fuck? And he's down to his like white briefs. And
how much was Al Wilson paid for this, by the way? This is humiliating. To the highest standard I've ever seen.
He's just standing there like a corpse, and Dawn Marie is like actually bending down, taking his fucking trousers off. And I mean, the guy had like the biggest boner I think I've ever seen. And I don't know if it was like, I don't know if he'd got like a microphone or something to stick down there to try and rip the piss out of him, but what the fuck was this?
Yeah, and it's like, what he's wearing, it's even bigger than a diaper. It's as if someone made it out of paper mache. Just this big pile of white shite that's around his waist, and he's sitting there like an old man getting changed in a nursing home. Absolute mess of a segment.
And
Taz
and Michael Cole are burying it, as they should, because it was fucking terrible.
Yeah, but I think this is designed to be bad. Or do you actually think McMahon's sitting, this is some good shit?
Yeah, McMahon probably loved this, but it is what it is. Crowd were chanting for Tori. Dawn Marie was calling her a slut.
You're waiting for like interference, and nothing came.
No, it didn't.
They actually just get married, and that was it.
The minister pronounces them man and wife, and then Dawn pushes Al over, and he falls onto the ground. And she jumps on top of him, and bit of a weird segment there, but
it was some weird shit.
Is what it is. Up next, tag team match: Team Angle, with Kurt Angle versus Benoit and Edge. Benoit chooses Edge, obviously, as his mystery partner. This was the debut match for Shelton Benjamin and Charlie Haas. Kurt Angle was interfering to attack Benoit and Edge. He used his crutches. Team Angle got disqualified, but Angle wasn't having it, and he forced Tony Chimmel to announce Team Angle as the winners, even though I'm sure in the history books, this will still go down as a win for Edge and Benoit via disqualification.
Yeah, it will go down as...
But I get it, it's their debut match, and they probably don't want them to lose, even if it is by DQ, so Angle's getting Tony Chimmel here to announce them as the winner, so they look strong and whatnot, but...
I actually enjoyed the beatdown on Tony Chimmel, and you know what, right? We can bury Team Angle as much as we want, but at least there's a different dynamic in the match now between Angle and Benoit. We've seen it a million times at this point.
Yeah, but it's pretty much just Benoit versus Angle, straight up wrestling, and that's it. Now, and lately when Benoit and Angle have been wrestling, it's like they've both kind of been heels.
Yeah.
But now you've got a dynamic where Benoit seems to be a face, and there's outside interference that can help Angle, so it does add something.
I don't think Benoit works as a face. I think he needs to be a tweener or a heel. Like, see his demeanour when he comes off in promos. I'm not even considering what he did later in life, but do you not think he doesn't really work as a face?
I agree.
The way he puts promos across and like his aggression and like the cross. Seeing he locks in the cross face, it doesn't look like a guy at face. It looks like a heel and only a heel.
He's trying to kill somebody.
Aye, pretty much. But was Paul Heyman and the Big Show trying to kill us? Because they cut a promo up next. This is just boring, man. Oh, Brock, I'm going to make your life a missing hell. Oh, big man. It's going to be you against...
A missing hell?
Aye, well, you know what I mean. I live in hell. And then we've got Big Show taking on Brock at the Rumble, and it's thank fuck. You know what, actually, this is actually a good idea, because we ain't getting the Big Show in the Rumble, and therefore how are they going to eliminate the Big Show in the Royal Rumble? Thank fuck.
But logically, it makes no sense for Brock Lesnar or the Big Show. Why would they volunteer for this match? Paul Heyman thinks that Big Show can take out Brock, and therefore he doesn't have to beat him in the Rumble. But doesn't Brock Lesnar and the Big Show taking each other on the same night as the Rumble weaken both men, and therefore whoever does win is going to have less chance of winning the Rumble because they've already had to either beat a giant or beat the next big fucking thing. So for me, it just makes no sense.
Doesn't make no sense.
A bit like how it makes no sense that Seth Rollins would be getting himself involved in a tag team match with Cody Rhodes on night one, when that's going to leave him not fresh for his title defense against Drew McIntyre. It makes no logical sense.
No, it does make no logical sense, but here, it's almost just a way to build like another match for the Royal Rumble, but...
No, this would make more sense if someone booked it and made the decision for them.
Aye.
Stephanie McMahon says, this rivalry's got to come to an end.
There's no way I'm letting both of you in the Rumble.
Yeah.
There can only be one. And I tell you what...
That would have made sense, but I don't see why both of these guys are willing to wrestle on the same night as the Rumble, and then obviously the loser doesn't get in, but the winner's going to be beaten down.
Yeah, and then you've just got Big Show, who has been shafted out of a title shot about 10 times by Heyman, and he's just sitting there lapping up. Like the big dumb bastard that he is.
Can Big Show not see that he's been fucking shafted here?
He has been shafted. Talking of shafted though, Brock gets shafted with a chair to the back of the dome, and it slices like his ear, in behind his ear open. There's a shit ton of blood, man, dripping down his dome.
And Matt and Shannon Moore make the right decision to run away.
Yes, and you knew there was a receipt coming with this. You absolutely knew it. Backstage though, we've got Funaki with Don Marie and Al Wilson. They say they're going to get in the limo and things are going to get hot, because Al says he's getting cold and he needs to warm up. And then Funaki's like, Funaki, feel very dirty.
We then got Crash Holly versus Nunzio with Noble and Nydia. Nunzio wins the match and basically just squashes Crash Holly here.
Yeah.
I didn't think we'd see Nunzio squash anyone, but we've seen that.
Crash Holly, that's for sure.
And then in the main event, it was Brock Lesnar versus Matt Hardy. Brock Lesnar, Matt Hardy. Take it away.
Brilliant match this was. Brock comes out with his shirt on, dripping in blood. His head's dyed with blood. He's a redhead pretty much at this stage. F5s galore. Shannon Moore's getting killed. He's getting flung to the outside. Great match. Brock wins. It does what it says on the tin.
And Matt Hardy got a wee bit of offense in as well.
No, he did, but...
Side effect and everything. Matt Hardy looking like he's going to get the win, but then twist of fate gets turned into F5.
This isn't the greatest match you'll ever see, right? But this is Exhibit A of you only need like 5 minutes to get everything in. See these people that think you need a 58-minute match in Collision?
But see, this is how you can book Brock Lesnar and Matt Hardy and make it work. Like, Brock Lesnar dominates it, even though he's got blood busting out his head, but Matt Hardy still gets enough offense in to where you think, oh, is he going to get an upset? So it was a good match. You know, if you go 20, 30 minutes, then it takes all the believability out of this. Because realistically, Matt shouldn't really be surviving 20 minutes of fucking suplexes and shit. But when it's a short match, you can make this work. So I liked it. And SmackDown again goes off the air with Brock, F5 and Matt Hardy again. Big Show and Paul Heyman look on. And that was pretty much it. But yeah, good main event there. And finally, at the Rumble, we say goodbye to this Brock Lesnar, Heyman, Big Show feud. At least I'm assuming that we do. But who knows? Because Kurt Angle is still Paul Heyman's client. And Paul Heyman will probably still find his way into manipulating, Kurt Angle, Team Angle. And who knows, Big Show might even be in there as well. So I'd like it to be the end, but it might just be the beginning.
Well, bear in mind, folks, you might be losing Brock Lesnar for this feud, but you're going to be gaining A-Train, Nathan Jones, and The Undertaker. So I'd probably rather Brock Big Show than that. I mean, Nathan Jones and A-Train, come on. I mean, what were they thinking with Undertaker, by the way? Look at the amount of people on the roster to have a Mania match with, and they give him... They give him absolute shite. Is that what he deserves after 12 years in the company at this stage? No, what's he supposed to do with that?
Probably his worst WrestleMania match ever.
At least if you give him Nathan Jones one-on-one, it's like he's going up against the rookie. And by the way, they were airing Nathan Jones like vignettes throughout these shows, which I thought
they were good.
They were good, yeah, but
10, 15 seconds showing a guy that's behind bars looking very fucking angry. I liked it.
No, but see Nathan Jones Taker against A-Train and Big Show. I mean, that's a match that shouldn't even main event SmackDown. Not that it main event at Mania, but it shouldn't be on it shouldn't be on the card.
Yeah, shite match. Anyway, time to review this, rate this show even.
Aye.
I've already reviewed it, so we won't be reviewing it.
Don't want us to review it again?
No.
Will we give it a biggest rating as the boner that Al Wilson had? Probably not. I mean, I think it's probably one of the better SmackDowns in a while.
I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. I thought it was a decent show.
Yeah, I'll give it a 6 out of 10 as well. It's one of the last SmackDowns we'll see Al Wilson alive on.
Damn, that's not very good.
That's not very good, because next week he's pretty much a corpse, even though he was a walking corpse this episode, guys. But anyway, 6 out of 10. Till next time.